Welcome to Dan AG YouTube. AGBERO wey work for APC during the election. Emmanuel Agbogun say APC no need them again. Make them go, dey go, say them dey cause problem for the Edo State governor, Monday Okpebholo. He say all this AGBERO, many of them no win their polling unit. The reason why Emmanuel Agbogun dey send this message to Edo South AGBERO na because of the fight wey happen for Ikpoba Hill yesterday for Ramat Park wey dey come dey shoot gun. Shortly after Monday Okpebholo announce say e don suspend revenue collection, make them no cut ticket give drivers until further notice. Make I leave you, make you hear from Emmanuel Agbogun as he dey send message to Edo South AGBERO.
How can somebody who say he work for a government, the government has not given you order, and even if the government gives an order that does not suit you, you don't have a right to carry gun. What is your right to do is that you approach the industrial court. For Canada, we have courts in Benin. Communities will have issues, they will tow to gun. Civil matters that border on ownership and boundary, they will tow to gun. Whereas we have a competent court of law.
Life update to boys, so that they shoot gun anywhere for Ramat Park. Everywhere they all cast, all the drivers they revise back. So and they run come back. See them. Life update. See all this one, one way. See, I don't run the place. See everywhere. Dogs, boys, shooting anyhow, everywhere. Kobai is on fire. Ramat Park is on fire. AGBERO Road is on fire.
There is I can go on and on. Yes. A warm good evening to you all, my conscious Edo people. I remain no other person than yours, noble right activist, Comrade Agbogun Emmanuel. Just as the caption goes, we no want organized association of organized AGBERO in this Okpebholo government. It is not as a result of the fact that there was no AGBEROism under Obaseki. In fact, the Obaseki government patronized AGBEROs. AGBEROs were very, very active in Obaseki's government. That is why you see that they're shooting today. The AGBEROs that believe that they are the supporters of the APC, they are the ones who say they want to forcefully chase out all the AGBEROs that Obaseki was using to work. So by force, by means, those ones have said no, they will remain in their park, that they are unions, and it is when their tenure expires that they will leave the office. So in that request, or in that order, the supporters of the APC, some of whom you all know, the likes of Retan, headed by Osapawa No Molest, the likes of professional drivers on wheel, headed by Shaba, the likes of Driver Welfare Network Empowerment, operated by Henry Okaka. I can go on and on. But the truth about it is that if you want us to discuss in extent of the total stoppage of this AGBEROism in Edo State, which is what I, Comrade Emmanuel Agbogun, stands for, you cannot reverse a system that has already been advanced by digitalization. Rather, you improve on it. The world today is a global village. You will not say because of politics you'll be blind to realistic views and reasonings that operate as a people. In our society as a people, we pray to advance, not to deteriorate, not to degenerate into criminality that we have seen it displayed today on broad daylight. You will agree with me that today you saw people shooting, all in a bid to create panic, all in a bid to disturb public peace, all in a bid to see how they can seize over control of motor parks. Now the question I want to ask all of this organized what's it called, AGBERO, AGBEROism, AGBERO, all this organized touting. What are the difference between you and people who are killing Edo people? People who derive pleasure in killing innocent young men all in the name of colors. If for the fact that you want to operate your activities, you do not believe that there's a dispute, you have the industrial court. And I want to blame the Nigerian police here, because you don't need the permission of the governor or the permission of whosoever to arrest criminals. These persons are criminals. They are threatening the peace of the public. Today you saw how persons couldn't drive through a government road procured for the movement of goods and services of our people, all because a group of individuals who are basically unenlightened, who do not have common sense of reasoning, that even if they intend to help government to generate revenue, they should go about it in a lawful manner. For crying out loud, Motopark touting and Motopark revenue are not the only revenue you have in Edo State. There are Keke Napep Union, there are Motorbikes Union, there are Tipper Driver Union, there is a Taxi Union, there is I can go on and on. There are several unions. There is a Butcher Association Union, there are Timber Sellers Union, there are a Building Material Union, there is Cement Seller Union. They have a lot of unions. And in all of these unions, some of us who understand what unions are meant for. The other day, you saw people talking about the Trader Welfare Union in the market, where one person has self-imposed dues and levies on persons who have goods and commodity and want to sell in the market. Whereas those levies and dues they impose on these market women are not in any way adding to the revenue of the state government. As you all know, it is no longer news. I don't need even my distinguished senator, now governor-elect, now governor of Edo State, to tell me what he said about levies and dues while we were campaigning. Our governor said it outrightly that because of the plight of the hardship on the people, market women will no longer pay ticketing. So I do not see a reason why sensible people who know that Nigeria is in a tough time now, what they believe in is on how they can collect revenue jobs to further create more hardship in the lives of common Nigerians who want to earn a living. I will not support such a thing. I do not think that the government of the day would in any manner encourage it. And if there's any way that the government wants to encourage it, they cannot go below the standard of how it's being done. Those revenues must be accrued to government coffers so that government can in turn use those monies to better the lot of Edo people, not to a common individual who will believe tomorrow that it's above the law. How can you carry pump action guns in broad daylight and begin to shoot in a public place like Motopark? The truth about it is that whether we are saying we are a government or not, we must stand for what is right. I do not see how the interest of these elements, I don't want to say call them criminal elements, because I know most of them. I don't want to see how some of these elements will inform themselves that they are more bigger than the state, that they are more bigger than the authority that exists. For crying out loud, do we need guns to operate unions? There's an industrial court. If you feel that you are not okay with the decisions of government over welfare matters that affects union, the industrial court is here. Is it now by the barrel of the gun that we resolve issues in our society? For crying out loud, how long do we continue like this? I want to believe that AGBERO has been, in the state. Even while the governor said he removed AGBERO, no, AGBERO was still very visible in the state. The likes of the Madden and the rest of them, they were still doing AGBEROism job for the government of the day. But the truth about it is that you do not go and impose yourself. An authority must ascribe you to work for them, not you creating authority for yourself. And I must tell the Commissioner of Police, Mr. CP, somebody who is having a pump action gun and shooting in broad day public, where you have an area command, you have a division, you have patrol teams, tactical patrol teams, and in less than 4 hours, that person has not been caught. And the video is on the viral. It shows that the police are not serious with their job. I want to be sincere here. You don't need the governor to give you a statement. For crying out loud, Okpebholo did not patronize thugs when he was doing election. Go and look at all our campaign. Even when we are mobilizing to support the man, he never one day wanted thugs. Go and look at his campaign across the 18 local governments. You will never see where he said that he's endorsing thugs. You will never see where he said he's endorsing thugs. So I don't see a reason why criminals. Look at the people who were shooting guns today. 80% of them are cultists. They are cultists. And these are people who are killing citizens in the state. Murder is murder, whether it is as a result of color, whether it's as a result of a secret court. A murder case is a murder case. What informs or what forms the murder case as the case may be, it's not because somebody is dead, no. It's not because you shot the person. It is because the person is no longer living with the acts that you have done. So I want to in totality condemn this reckless act of AGBEROs. For crying out loud, we are living in the 21st century. 80% of you want to tomorrow say you are looking for a better life, you want to go to Europe. Can you go to Europe and say you want to do all of these things? People that are foreigners, they come to our land, do they even do all of these things? Every single time people believe that there are guns in your hands so you can kill, you can maim. For crying out loud, is AGBEROism what the government promised us? I think it's high time these people, because the bad impression they are creating before Edo people, I don't think it's what this government needs. And for my advice, if you want to ask me, because I'm very, very bitter, you cannot suffer. In fact, let me just say the hard truth here. All of these people that are calling for revenue, none of them want their units. Tell them to bring their unit result that they used in campaigning for Okpebholo. None of them want their unit. And at the end of the day, they are disturbing the peace. People who work so hard to win their units, to win their ward for Okpebholo, they are not even carrying guns on the street. But criminals who ordinarily ought to be in incarceration, who ordinarily should not be seen in the corridors of power, are not the ones that want to superimpose what government will give to them. If all the citizens of Edo State superimpose the same way they are superimposing, would we have peace in this state? Would we have peace in this state? So I want to make it categorically clear. The police is the problem. Because the police will not say that it is governor that said that they should not arrest them. The governor has made it very clear in his statement. In case of most of you have not seen the statement, let me read it out for you to hear. Because this nonsense has to stop. We people cannot go and suffer to work for a government to succeed. At the end of the day, people who did not win their units. I want to make it very clear. People who could not win their unit or even their ward, they are the ones who are championing AGBEROism. AGBEROism of what? Of what impact would the AGBEROism bring development to Edo State for? Of what impact? Of what impact? People toiled day and night, suffered to ensure that this government came to be. At the end of the day, people, my brother, let me be sincere with you, I'm not happy. People who cannot even win their polling unit, their own polling unit, they are the ones describing to government the kind of job they want. My simple advice, if they will ask me, I will let you know shortly. Let me first of all read the press release of the Edo State government today. It's so sad, it's so painful that the impression that they are creating, governor did not send them. People who send them, the police should find out and prosecute them. Because Okpebholo has no hand. Okpebholo did not send anybody. Okpebholo did not send. The only appointment Okpebholo has made as of today is in the public space. The SSG, the Attorney General, and the Commissioner for Health. They are the only appointment governor has made. Governor has not appointed any revenue person. Governor has not appointed any tax collector. Governor has not appointed anybody to go and collect tickets. So in what manner, in what authority? I believe some of you who are doing this job, people have tested prison, you have tested the fate of government, and you know what government can do. But I want to blame the police more, because the police will not tell me that they select the crime to investigate and that not to investigate. Because of what reason? Disturbance of public peace amounts to a criminal offense. How can young men come out with pump action guns and begin to shoot indiscriminately because they want to seize power of ticketing? Are we living in a zoo? Are we living in a zoo? For the past 2.5 weeks in Edo State, people have been using those kind of guns to kill innocent Edo youths. At the end of the day, none of them have been arrested. Few days ago, I was in State CID, I was protesting. I said, how can you kill an innocent man that is not doing community crisis with you? You just because you want to prove to them that you are on ground, you are the killer. You kill an innocent man as if life no longer matters. Today again, you are seeing young men carrying pump action guns in the center of the city. All because they want to show supremacy. There's no difference between what they did today and what the cultists that the police are saying they are looking for, what they do. That is why I blame the police. If they are truly working on intelligence, they are supposed to have known those boys by now and arrest them. And arrest them. Because if you are allowing criminals to collect revenue, what it implies that you are telling them to go and buy ammunition and continue to rob high-profile robbery. That is what it implies. And continue to rob high-profile robbery. Excuse me. That is what it implies. So, for those of you who have not heard the statement of the Edo State government, I want you all to hear it loud and clear. I'm not happy, I'm very angry. I'm only just trying to control myself not to say a lot of things here today. I am very, very bitter. What kind of impression are they trying to create? The man who won election is thanking God in the stadium. Instead of you to join it to go and thank God for him to succeed, you are busy going to shoot gun at Motopark. Of what importance, of what benefit is your job to Edo people? Of what benefit? If not to further broaden criminality, of what benefit? This is according to Vanguard. I want to read as it is so stated. The caption goes, the report was done by Adenka Adedepe, and the statement goes, Edo State Governor Senator Monday Ukpolo on Wednesday ordered the immediate suspension of all revenue collections in the state, particularly at Motoparks and similar areas, until further notice. Ukpolo and his deputy Dennis Idahosa were sworn in on Tuesday by the Chief Justice of the state, Daniel Okumbowa, at Samuel Memorial Stadium. In a statement released by the governor's chief press secretary, Fred Itua, the governor directed the state commissioner of police to arrest anyone who defies the order. The statement reads, the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Ukpolo, has ordered the immediate and indefinite suspension of all revenue collections in Edo, especially in Motoparks and similar areas, until further notice. The governor stated that he would review the issues surrounding the collection soon and decide on the way forward. The collection of revenues in the state has been suspended indefinitely. The governor warned that anyone found collecting revenue on behalf of the state government would face arrest. The commissioner of police is hereby ordered to arrest anyone who flouts the order and collect any kind of revenue on behalf of the Edo State government. Whether you are working for local government, whether you are working for union, if I catch you tomorrow on the road, I will personally hold you. Particularly if I catch you within that my Pubai axis, I will personally hold you. This nonsense has to stop. Nobody has monopoly of stubbornness. Nobody has monopoly of stubbornness. A man that is at this moment in the stadium praying that God gives him the wisdom to pilot the affairs of Edo State to greater heights. What some of you will say that some of you who did not even win your unit, go and look at the polling unit of all these leaders of this so-called revenue allocation and the rest. They lost their polling unit. As a matter of fact, those people who won their polling unit, you can find their results everywhere. They lost their polling unit. And for crying out loud, they are not the only union that exists in Edo State. They are not the only union paying revenue to government that exists in Edo State. These are criminals. These are the people that are killing in Benin. We should not pen the story the other way around. If a young man can carry gun from his house up to the city center to say he wants to claim revenue, that person is a criminal. He should be treated as such. You don't need the order of the governor, Mr. Commissioner of Police. You don't need the order of the governor. You have to arrest that person, prosecute him, in fact, charge the person to court, and if possibly appeal to the court to deny the person bail because the person remains a threat. How can somebody who say he work for a government, the government has not given you order, and even if the government gives an order that does not suit you, you don't have a right to carry gun. What is your right to do is that you approach the industrial court. For Canada, we have courts in Benin. Communities will have issues, they will tow to gun. Civil matters that border on ownership and boundary, they will tow to gun. Whereas we have a competent court of law. Communities will have dispute of who to get what and who not to get what, they will tow to gun. Courtesan will have issue of girlfriend and 5K. Just like the way it has been in the past few weeks, they've been killing people in Benin. Because they say some people in Olugbo axis, and we're going to talk about money, the next thing they started stabbing them, they shot them. Before you know, the that group came into town, started killing people from Upper. And today we are having a court war that, you know, the people have been dying. A few days ago, they also killed somewhere around Ugbo. These people that are saying they are doing revenue, they are the ones killing. They are the ones killing. The police should not play deaf eyes. These people are criminals and they should be treated as such. They should be treated as such. Tomorrow you'll be surprised now. Somebody like Shiny will come out and say it's a revenue collector for government. Haven't killed somebody. Haven't killed somebody. You don't need an order from the Inspector General of Police. You don't need an order from the commission, from the governor to arrest somebody who came out live in public space to be shooting pump action guns. We are not talking about those ones that are shooting AK in different communities. Are we living in a banana republic or a zoo? In fact, it is very painful. It is very sad. It is appalling that Edo State has become a center where criminals now celebrate their high level of lawlessness. I'm so pained. When I mean I'm pained, I am so pained this evening. And what I want to advise these so-called heads of, you see, these people are not strangers to us, even including the politicians. They are not strangers. Osapawa Rio, Comrade Shaba, Comrade Henry Okaka, name them. If people want to get revenue work, go about it in an orderly manner. Nobody is saying that human beings do the work, but nobody is saying that you have any right or you are superior to this, that you go and carry guns and begin to shoot people and begin to make people fatherless and begin to create more hardship for innocent people that deserves, you know, a breadwinner in their family because you want to get more revenue. And what pains me more is that those foolish youths, that you will not look carefully that the person who is sending you did not send his son. The person who is sending you did not send his brothers. He's sending you because he feels that you are a hopeless person to go and do dirty dealings and come and give him returns. I think as a society we have gone past that. I think as a society, some of us will not fold our hands because whether you like it or not, a lot of people are praying that the Okpebholo government should fail. A lot of people are praying that the Okpebholo government should fail. And this is a government that I supported this government so that we can have a better voice for Edo. I did not support this government because I only hate Obaseki. No, I supported this government because a large chunk of our resources were being used to service, you know, interests outside Edo State rather than the interests of Edo people. You don't need a soothsayer to say that. So I will not fold my hands and allow criminals, people who say they are revenue collectors, people who say that if you know you mean well for Edo State, you want to make revenue, tell the governor to give you cooperative. Tell the governor to give you a cooperative so that you can go and farm. If you farm this farming season, in less than 8 months you harvest your farms, your produce. A tuber of yam goes for more than 1.5. If you're able to plant 500 tubers of yam and being empowered to grow it properly, I believe you can make $1 million out of it. So what are you doing with AGBEROism, whereby in a day you get only 2,000 naira and take intoxicant that will spoil your brains and damage your kidneys and your systems, and the man who sits in the comfort of his bedroom collect millions of naira as a boss who sends you an errand to go and do dirty jobs? This is as a result of why some of us are coming out to condemn. I'm not a party to it. There are better things young men should do with their time rather than thinking on how to create more anarchy and problem in the system where we are trying to correct. The governor has made it very clear, very clear that revenue has been suspended. If by tomorrow morning we catch you, anybody collecting revenue around Ramapa, we'll arrest the person and give to police. If you know you have 4 heads tomorrow, come outside. This nonsense has to stop. Today, a liter of petrol is selling for 1,150 in most petrol stations. Look at the amount of queue that people cause today, criminals cause today in Ramapa. Do you know how many liters of fuel people burnt on the road because of these illicit acts? And the police are waiting for an order. Of course, the governor has made it very clear in his statement. I want to repeat it again for the benefit of foreigners and for the benefit of critics who wants to see changes in the space of 1 week. Government is not rocket science. Even the Obaseki that borrowed billions, stole billions, and claim he work for Edo people did not even do 1/10. I'm surprised that most of the supporters, just a day in office, they are wanting to create unnecessary criticism where issues does not lie. My brothers, my sisters watching me across the globe, I want to appeal to your consciences. We should from today henceforth condemn in totality such irrelevant acts. My phones have been ringing. I don't want contribution. I did not do this broadcast today for contribution. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. We cannot go and suffer for criminals who do not, so most of them don't even have voters card. 90% of the people who are doing it, they don't even have vote. They did not even vote for Paolo. The leaders who are sending them did not even win their polling units. So for crying out loud, what importance are they to the well-being or composition of your Paolo government that they are according them this? If I were, let me remain resolute until I see another misbehavior. A lot of people have come out to condemn. Don't think that because you believe you are a member of a cultist, you are the only one that have monopoly of violence or stubbornness. Don't think that you are the only one that have the authority to be stubborn. Stubbornness is not not a profession, but there are people who can do it better than the one you think you are doing. So that is in this reason I'm coming to say today, let us in totality condemn this nonsense. Condemn this nonsense. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okpelo never sit down for office. Now don't they give him bad name. Una win unit for the man. Una no fit win una unit. But at the end of the day, the man now they doing thing. Una don't they give him bad name. Whereas a large majority of some of you who say you are supporting this Okpelo, you guys did not do anything. Some of you even collected millions and enter your house. The government has not even formed itself. You people are shooting gun on the road. First day in government. if it were to be your father or your brother that is the governor, the first day in government, will you go and shoot gun in his government because of revenue? Will you go and shoot gun? Some of them are saying, we are this one boys, we are that one boys. Well, I wouldn't say much. But by tomorrow, we'll also tell the commissioner of police. Police should not wait for press statement. I always tell them these things. People have been disturbing the peace of the public. You have every right, as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic, to ensure that there's law and order. When people go out to carry lawless activities, you don't need any soothsayer to say, go and write petition, or who is the complainant. Go all out after them. These people, their videos are trending. They know them. They know them. Profile those videos, you see them. They all have NIN. They have BVN. They have bank accounts. They have OP accounts. So police cannot tell me they cannot find these people. At this junction, I'm very angry. I must say the truth. But while saying the truth, I also want to commend the governor for putting a stop to this revenue collection. And the commissioner of police should not only just wait for those people that are going to collect even after the governor has said so. They should also make sure that the ones who shot gun, they arrest them. And those weapons recovered from them. Because what they are doing is totally uncalled for. Nobody sent them. The government of the day did not send them. So I don't see a reason why they will be carrying out such illicit acts by themselves. 80% of these people that went to do this thing are not APC members. These are organized criminals in the name of AGBERO. These are cultists who are killing people in Benin. For somebody to come out in broad daylight and shoot gun like that, it will scare others. Then that person at night can easily run to a corner and kill somebody, assassinate somebody, all because of fun. So my conscious Edo people, I want to appeal to you. I did not support this government to come and tell lies to Edo people. I cannot support the government that will not mean well for Edo. I disliked Obaseki when I saw that the level of deceit was so much. So at this junction, I will not be supporting what I know is not right. I will not be supporting what I know is not right. So my conscious Edo people, I want to appeal to you all that enough is enough. If you are a member of your community, let me tell you, don't go and allow this criminal come from Motopark, from Ubuyoko, from wherever they come from. They have community. Let them stay in their community and collect whatever revenue that is in their community. If there's no revenue in their community, let them go to the farm and farm. Let them go to the farm and farm. People are paying transport fare from northern Nigeria to transport yam that you eat here in Benin. And you don't know if you found that yam here in Benin, you carry that farm from your farm here in Benin to the normal market where we sell, you still sell it at the same price as the man who transports his yam from northern Nigeria to Benin. Let us be wise for once. Let us be wise, Edo youth. This is not matter. This is not a result of bad government. It's a result of bad behavior and gross abuse of society values. This has nothing to do with bad government. These are just criminals parading themselves as agents of government in the guise of revenue collectors. They are criminals and the police should treat them as such. Opeolo did not send anybody. Dennis did not send anybody. Those are the two public leaders we have in Edo today, as far as our public institutions are concerned. These people didn't send anybody there. So anybody going there to go and carry out any form of takeover of park and all that is a criminal, and the person should be treated as such. If the person is my friend and he doesn't have the consent of the governor, and even when the governor gives a consent and they want to say that the governor is wrong, well, I want to believe that they know the best therapy that the law prescribes for such people. So I shouldn't bug myself saying it. The man never sit down for seats. He never even assume office. Now don't they go to shoot gun for road. Now be lions and tiger. So my conscious Edo people, I'm very angry. I think I want to get to the stadium to join them for the praise night, but I say 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. I want them to know Okpeolo did not send anybody to go and carry gun or to go and take over park. And thus far, Okpeolo has put a stop on anything revenue collection. If you are a bus driver, anybody stop you on the road tomorrow, hold the person. Hold the person. Government say don't pay revenue again. Hold the person for now. Hold the person. Once again, I remain no other person than yours, number right activist. I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy. People will struggle, win for units. Escort result go collation center. Escort result go INEC office. They never go to drag for revenue. You wait sit down for your house. They give you money. You don't even visit win your units. They can't drag for revenue. You dey come drag for na that revenue wey dey drag na go kill you na. All those people wey be say una wan dey give this government bad name. Okpeolo never even work for office, never even enter office sign paper. Una make the first statement wey Okpeolo dey, second statement wey Okpeolo dey give for government na ban on revenue and order of police. Una no dey think road, see as our road be. The man dey waka today we enter office dey go dey look roads. Una own na revenue. That revenue na go kill you now. But I'm very angry. Let me control my temper here before I begin to say a lot of things. Nonsense.
This one wey Emmanuel Agbogun don talk say all this AGBERO wey work for APC during the election, he say many of them no win their polling unit. Make them go, say them no need them again. Them dey cause problem for the Edo State governor, Monday Okpebholo. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.